Hey guys, it's Dankoni here, and welcome back to Part-Time to All-Time, and it's time to start our second season with Bath City, and, well, I may have gone a little bit too far when I was doing the whole, pre-season thing, and I've ended up doing the first game of the season where we drew 1-1 with Eastbourne Borough. But, not a terrible result. Eastbourne Borough are favoured to be playoff team this season. Anyway, before we get into all that business, we've got some transfers to look at. That's not the transfers. We've done more than that, I promise. Right. Danny Greenslade obviously left. We knew he was leaving on a free transfer. And I've brought in Jordan Cullinane-Liburd, who is going to be a very star centre-back for us. 3.5 stars worth of ability, 31, wise head, at the back. We love to see it. But I did get most of the transfers done early. Oh god, this is confusing. Okay. There we go, I've worked it out now. Alex Fisher obviously left earlier in the season, we know. No one has actually really left bar the people that have gone out on free transfers, which it doesn't seem to actually... Oh, I can go into release players in a minute. We've signed Sam Packham. He was at another team in the league. He is a versatile right-back, left-back who can also play defensive midfield and central midfield. The great thing about him, he's 24 years old. He's agreed to come in on a non-contract fringe player contract, so he's really useful as depth in multiple positions, and this is the type of player I'd like to include more in the squad, because it means that because we're going to have a smaller squad, because we don't have the finances to have a big squad, we need players like this that can be versatile. He's going to be really useful across this season. And he has experience in the league as well. Kamaris Weah, he is 4 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential, probably good enough to be in the league above, only 23 years old, and again, has the ability to play on either wing or up front. He is a star player. We're looking to him for goals this season. Goals and created goals. Ali Koiki, new left back. Looks pretty good, can't lie. He has the potential ability of a Sky Bet League 2 player, and to be honest, if he's got that sort of ability, we want him here. Left back, looks good on the stats. Again, not really expensive for us to bring on, and that's what we want to see. Lafleur is another left back. Again, very good ability. Probably more ready to be a starter than Koiki is. He's not that... 430 per week. He's a squad player. We can rotate him and Koiki. It's pretty good business if you ask me. Now, we have released a few players. As you can see, Brad Ash has gone. He's now with Dulwich Hamlet, who I think have just got promoted and we're playing them this season. Reigns, I wanted to keep Reigns on, but he decided that he was going to ask for too much money, and I think he wants something like £900 a week, and for a player of his quality, no. As you can see, it says only sign Reigns as a last resort. I would have kept him, he was good, but that's all he was. He wasn't crazy. Martin Horsell left, we never used him, he's backup goalkeeper. Ollie Tomlinson also left because he's just not good enough. I needed space to bring in someone like Cullinane-Liburd, and that's what we've done. So, this is what our team looks like. I've changed the formation a little bit so we can have 2 defensive midfielders, because I wanted us to be a little more solid than we had been previously. So we have exactly the same central midfielders we had last season. I see no reason why we should change it. We handed Jenkins Davis a new contract. We've got new forward in Charles Hagan. We signed him last season. We've still got Wilson on the bench. We're still going to change them around like we did last season, because as much as I cussed Wilson at times because he wasn't scoring regularly, he still got 21 goals last season. I can't really complain. The wings, obviously, Sawyer and Dan Barton. The current ability speaks for itself. I'm hoping to see more from Barton this year than I did last year, and I'm hoping now he's settled and he can hit the ground running. Starting left back's going to be Lafleur, with Koiki coming in every now and then depending on who we're playing. I think that's a sensible move. Kept Parcell as the left-sided centre-back because he's good. He's a very important cog in this team. Cullinane-Liburd comes in as the right centre-back. Great partner for Parcell, I think. And then Packham as the right back. In terms of depth, obviously Wild Watches hasn't changed. In terms of depth, we've got everything bar right back. That's the only thing I'm worried about is right back. We've obviously kept on Alves as well, I should mention that. We've had a youth intake, and there was a pretty good youth player that I'm looking to... Yeah, it's this guy, I think. Looks pretty damn good, and he will definitely be in or around what we do this season. But if I could do anything, I'd bring in another right back, just so we've got a bit of depth. I know Caroline Leiber can play there, but that's what I'd like to do. Aside from that, I think we're looking pretty good. I think we're honestly looking pretty good. The league table. It has us predicted to come 10th, which is about where we were last season, really. Realistically, that's where we sort of bobbed around last season. New faces in the league, Canvey Island, Dulwich Hamlet. I can't remember who came down. Eastleigh and you, so I think it must be Eastleigh that came down. And that's what we're looking like. But the table currently looks like this, as I did accidentally do the game against Eastbourne that I was meant not to. So a draw against Eastbourne at the start of the season is okay. I'm hoping once we really hit the ground running, we'll chalk up wins fairly quickly. But I am just going to put a cut here, and we are going to play a singular match in this video, and it's going to be against Dover. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, here we are. It's time for Dover Athletic. This is the team that's going to start. Packham has dropped a little bit in his ability, which is a little bit worrying. I definitely really want a right back. I definitely also cannot afford another right back. So we'll see what happens, won't we? This is an interesting test. Dover were one of the weaker teams last season, but they have had a good start. They won their first match this season, and we've got to see how we square up against these teams. They're currently third, as you can see there. And they're a team that we need to beat if we're going to try and go for promotion this season. Right. Let's see what we can do here. Dover versus Bath. Bath or Bath? It depends whatever you want to say, whatever accent you take up. Currently having the better of the game via the statistics, but it's very early on. It is away from home as well, so it's not going to be easy in that sense either. Here come Dover Athletic coming forward. It's not exactly what we want to see. We need to try and win back possession here. Obviously, us playing in the all red in our change kit. Still with Dover coming down the left hand side. And wow, our number 3 has been beaten way too easily there. And then Dover take the lead. Our number 3 got absolutely rocked there. Yeah, it's Packham. That's not great. That's not great. He got sold big time. That is a weakness that I think if I get chance I really need to plug. I may have to try and dip into the loan market for that, but that's going to be tough in and of itself because without any money we need free loans basically, and that's not easy to find at the start of the season. But Jenkins Davis coming forward here. Can Jenkins Davis do something? Oh, saved, and it will be going for a corner. It's almost perfect. We've had the better of the match. We do not deserve to be losing this. We need to be more clinical, and we're not doing so. It's the story of last season all over again. Parcell, though. He'll find Caroline Leibird. Goes over to Roos. Roos finds Swear. Holding possession well, finds Tilson. Gives it back to him. Caroline Leibird now. On to Parcell. Parcell finds Jenkins Davis. Jenkins Davis through to Lafleur. Lafleur. What a goal. What a lovely passage of play. Dover Athletic 1, Bath City 1. That is exactly what I want Alex Lafleur doing. Moving into that central midfield position and making runs. Playmaking wingbacks in this game are really good. Playmaking wingbacks are good in general at the moment, as you can see in real football, and that is why. And that's what we want him doing. And I'm hoping that is the first of many goal contributions and goals for Lafleur this season. But we now have to deal with another Bath City attack coming through, another Dover Athletic attack, sorry, coming through. A free kick swung in. Oh, that has just gone past our left-hand post, and that was a little bit worrying. We should be leading this match, really. It's disappointing when you look at the domination we've had in terms of shots on target, XG, corners. We've had 6 corners. We need to be being more clinical. We need to be taking these chances, because this is a game we could have had put to bed by half-time. And I could be bringing on people like Koiki, which I would like to do. Right, second half-time. Caroline Liebert finds Lafleur on the left. Lafleur gives it forward to Dan Barton. First time we mentioned him today. Lafleur with the overlapping run, but then loses out to the Dover Athletic right back. And I'm sure Dover will come forward with it here. Can we win back possession, or is this a Dover attacking highlight? Good possession. That's a great through ball from Dover. Oh, great save by Wiles Richards. That is why we have kept him on this season, that is for sure. He did get rewarded with a new contract, but Dover have scored from the corner. And that is, honestly, when you look at the way the majority of the first half went, completely against the run of play again. We're getting a little bit FM'd, but the XG is fairly even. We're just not taking chances. So I think it's time that Hagen comes off, Wilson comes on. And do you want Wilson as a centre forward? No, we can keep him as a channel forward. Is it also possibly time to bring on Alves for Swear? Because he seems to be not having the best game. He had a good last game, but not playing this time. Lafleur bursting down the left-hand side here in this at the start of this highlight. Goes back to Dan Barton. Dan Barton, can he find a cross? No, he goes back to Lafleur. Lafleur looking for a cross, finds one. Can't quite find Alves, and now comes loose to Dover, who counter-attack here, and they've got numbers up here. And they're through here, Dover. And it's just tipped over the bar by Wiles Richards. Oh, this Dover Athletic team are really good on the counter-attack, and they're punishing us here. It's not the smoothest starts to the season, and we haven't, like, inexplicably rocked the boat in terms of our player turnover. There has been a substantial player turnover, but it isn't an unrecognisable team from what we had last year. Dover coming forward again. Oh, beaten too easily there. And that's 3-1. Oh, this is disappointing. We're better than this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is not the first video I wanted to show you for this season. That is for sure. Let's get Roos off for Zach Smith. It'll be his first, well, his first appearance in a video, shall we say. And then bring on Koiki for Lafleur. Oh, this is disappointing. We didn't put it to bed in the first half. That is the big issue here. We had so many chances and we did not score. I think I'm going to have to drop Hagen. Start Wilson for... Oh, that is horrendous. Oh, we're lucky not to be 4-1 down. It's just wasteful in possession, that is. We need to build up and just be a bit more disciplined. Right, Dan Barton on the left-hand side. Can he do something? Finds Koiki. Koiki through to Jenkins Davies. And that is offside. So that's not going anywhere. Is the highlight continuing? It appears to be, with the Dover free kick from that offside. Goes long. Just headed back by Packham, and it's now lost possession. So it's Dover coming forward again. And again, we've been beaten on the right-hand side. He's just strolled through us, and that's 4-1. We have some very big issues. We have some very, very big issues. I am honestly at a loss for words. It's a good goal from Jenkins Davies. We have got another 10-15 minutes in this match. We could pull it back, but we would need a turnaround in fortunes for the ages to do that. We just have not been clinical. It's really tough because we've got such a limited amount of budget. I couldn't just go bring in a third option centre forward. Unless we try Swear up there. Zach Smith crosses it in. It's launched away by Dover, and now the counter-attack again from Dover Athletic, and they got numbers forward here. Wade, and that. Oh, save from Wiles Richards. This Dover team is lethal on the counter-attack. We've been poor. Really poor. I might have to start thinking of a different system. This has been an horrendous game. Well, that's not the start to the season that I wanted. That's for sure. We've got work to do. Boy, oh boy. That Dover team. Where is it predicted to finish? 9th. Ugh. Not a good start. Right. Let's look at our fixture schedule. We have currently top of the league. Well, Eastleigh are predicted to be top, but they're not top. Who are currently top of the league? Oh, Dover. Duh. Tottenham, Ebbsfleet, Hornchurch, Maidstone. Tottenham, Ebbsfleet, Hornchurch, Maidstone. We actually don't play any of them yet. So we're going to come back because I really want to crack through the season this time. Why don't we come back for Canvey Island, which is a team we haven't seen in the league yet. Canvey Island, and then we will work it out from there because we will see how the league is shaped up by then. Canvey Island probably... How are they doing? 12th. Yeah. So they're doing better than us so far. We'll come back for the Canvey Island game. But if you've liked this, then ouch, because it's not been the best of looking videos for me. But if you've liked it, give it a like. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the bell notification icon to be kept up to date with all these videos that come out and the new series that is in recording as I speak. Well, not as I speak because I can't be doing 2 videos at once, but you know what I mean. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.